Wurkkos was kind enough to send me the FC13 that you see before you to show you here on the channel. There are two versions of this flashlight. The version we have here today to show you is the SFT40 LED version, capable of 2,000 lumens and 360 meters of throw. The color tint on the LED is between 6,000 and 6,500 Kelvin. This is an EDC flashlight. To save time, I'll go ahead and unbox everything here for you. So real quickly, we'll go over what you get in the box here, and we'll start out by showing you the box itself. Then we'll go over all the specs. Wurkkos FC13. Sorry about the autofocus there. Now that max 3,500 lumens, that is for the other version, which is the XHP50.2 version, which is capable of 3,500 lumens and only 214 meters of throw. So this says Wurkkos on the side, on the back. Again, we'll go through all the specs. And it has a really good UI on this. It might be a little complicated for some, but we'll go through all that. But it's got some really neat features. Go ahead and zoom back out there a little bit. All right, first off, you'll get a lanyard. Unfortunately, this one is not adjustable. And you also get a USB-C cable for recharging the battery. You'll get 2 spare O-rings. And you'll get the user manual. And let's go ahead and clear all this aside. And take a closer look at the flashlight here. This does have a really nice box. I'll show this to you real fast. It has a magnetic box to open it, so it's pretty neat. You hear it snap there, so it's a magnetically sealed box. So pretty neat. Go ahead and put this back in the background over there for now. So as we took a look at the flashlight, let's go ahead and talk about this light here and all the features it has. This is made of the flashlight body is made of an aerospace grade 6061 aluminum alloy. So very nice there. It does have an IP68 waterproof rating to 2 meters or less. The dimensions, you're looking at 113.7 millimeters in length, or 4.6 inches by 29 millimeters, or 1.41 inches as the head diameter. So this does have ATR, which stands for Advanced Temperature Regulation. And it says here in the manual, it does have uses copyrighted code released under the GNU Public License V3 and GPL version 3. Not sure what that means. I'll put the information on the screen here for that part here. Real quick, that is where the lanyard will attach, so you can tail stand this without having the lanyard in the way to make it wobbly, so that's always nice. You do have automatic step down for turbo modes. We'll step down to high automatically to prevent overheating. You do have electronic reverse polarity protection, so if you put the battery in backwards, you won't fry the flashlight. Always a good thing to have. This has the Andural 2 RGB auxiliary light, or the Andural 2 auxiliary light. This has the Andural 2 user interface, which is capable of all kinds of really cool features. And we'll go over most of those features here shortly. So just so you know, this light, the battery indicator light or the light for the button, does do all kinds of RGB different colors, and you can program it to do different things. So very nice. You can have it off like it is now, or you can have it on. When the battery is connected, you'll see here shortly, the light is on, and you can change that to different colors like red, yellow, green, cyan, blue, purple, white, disco, and rainbow. And you can have it bright or lower, and you can have it blinking. So that light would be great if you want to be able to find your flashlight in the dark or just for fun. So keep that in mind. Let's see what else here. It's powered by an 18650 rechargeable lithium-ion battery that's included. So let's go ahead and show you the battery here. Take the tail cap off. And it will have this little insulator on here that says remove. That's to make sure that the flashlight does not operate in transit. So let's take a look here. So you get a Wurkkos 18650 3000 milliamp hour battery. So very nice. Let's take a quick look at the tail cap. A nice little spring there. And let's see if we can see down the flashlight. You can see down a little bit. So there you go. Looks like you do have this reversed pocket clip that also comes with the light, so very nice. Go ahead and put the battery back in. Threads on very smoothly. Been very impressed with the Wurkkos flashlights that I've reviewed so far on the channel. And there you go, you see the LED light come on. Helps you find the flashlight at night and for just a lighting effect, very nice. Let's see. This uses the, I already mentioned this earlier, but it uses the BLF, which stands for Budget Light Forums, Anduril 2.0 user interface. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the screen real quick. We're going to go through this in the UI or the user interface or operating the flashlight here shortly. But anyway, this is the, I know it looks quite complicated, but it's really not as complicated as it looks. It just takes a little time to go through it, but it's got some really awesome features associated with it, and we'll go through that in the UI portion of the video. As I said, USB-C recharging. Here's the port right here. So we'll open this up, see how that seals. It was pretty snug when I took it off. So that's where you would recharge that. And on the screen, I'll put it, what it does when you're charging it, whether the lights turns red while charging or green when it's charged. I'll put that on the screen. So you'll know that down the road. Okay, as I said, there's two versions of this. This is the SFT40 version. So let's go ahead and through the user outputs. I'll go ahead and put it on screen. I'm going to start from the lowest and work my way up to the highest. So they title these differently than most flashlights. Most flashlights is ultra low, low, medium, high, turbo, this kind of stuff. And here it's different. So A1, which is the lowest mode, which is 0.4 lumens. It's good for 1,080 hours. B2 is 4 lumens, good for 144 hours. The C3, 16 lumens for 35 hours. D4, 46 lumens for 11.5 hours. E5, 120 lumens for 7 hours. F6, 300 lumens for 4.5 hours. G7, 700 lumens for 2.91 hours. And H8, 2,050 lumens for 2.58 hours, and that most likely would step down over time. Again, the max beam distance on this light, the FC13, is 360 meters with this version of the LED, the SFT40, and max candela is 32,400. So real quick now, I'm going to show a screenshot of the other version of this flashlight's output levels, the XHP 50.2 version. So that should be on your screen now. I'll take a moment here so you guys can look at that. So you can order this in the two different versions. As I said before, we're using the SFT40 version that they sent me. So that's the neat features about the flashlight. Real quick. Again, really interesting, really cool UI, does all kinds of things. So let me get set up for that here in the next shots before we take it outside and test it. This does, through the UI, have two ways to go through the outputs. You can have step mode where it steps up and down, or you can have ramp mode where it evenly ramps up from low to high and back from high to low. And it has a whole bunch of flashing modes and things like this, including candle, strobe, lightning, beacon, bike strobe. So if you want to put this in your bicycle and use it as a bike strobe, you can. All kinds of great things. So let's go ahead and get into the UI next, and then we'll take it outside and see how it performs in the dark. Okay, the user interface here on the Wurkkos FC13. This is, again, the SFT40 LED version. And so, again, this is the Andural 2 user interface. And we're going to start out with the simple UI part first. And so real quick, I'm just going to put the whole user interface diagram here on the screen. So you should be seeing that right now. And now I'm going to go ahead and put on these, a zoomed in version of just a simple section of the UI, because that's what we're going to do first. So flashlight's really simple. To turn it on, you're just going to hit the switch, click on, click off. Okay. So you have step mode or smooth mode. So let me turn the light on. I think we're in step mode right now. So if you just hold the button down, you'll step up. And if you let go and then you hit it again, and you hold it down, it'll step down. It does go really, really low. I'll step it back up a little bit so you have something more to look at. Now, if you want to change from step mode to smooth mode, while it's on, you click it 3 times. You'll see a little flash there. So now I'm in smooth ramp, up and down. So you can see that on the screen now. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back to step mode. I kind of prefer that myself. Of course, you can do either one with this flashlight. So real quick, while the flashlight's on, click it 3 times. Okay, so now we're back in step mode. All right, let's see. Next thing, battery check. So you can check the battery. Not sure exactly how this works. I think it'll show you the voltage, the big numbers first, and then the smaller numbers. So let me turn the flashlight off. So in simple mode, if you just click it 3 times, you'll see it's flashing there. It's not flashing very bright, but it is flashing. Click it again. It goes back into your normal modes. If you want to go to turbo real fast, for while the flashlight's on, I think you just double click it. You're in turbo, click it again, turns off. And I think from off you can do the same thing. So right now the flashlight's off, let's go ahead and click it twice. There you go. I'll ramp it back down a bit. You have lockout, an electronic lockout on this flashlight, and this becomes more important when we go into the advanced UI. But let me go ahead and show you this now. So from off, you're going to go ahead and click the button 4 times. Now this is how you can tell you're in lockout mode. So if I just hit the button, the light will just flash. Hopefully you can see that in camera. It's not very bright. And while it's in lockout mode and doing this fancy RGB colors on the button here, so you have momentary low. So if you hold this down, you should see, it's not very bright, but, and if you want momentary moon high, these are 2 moon loads that are available in lockout. So moon high, you do what they call a 2H, which stands for, a 2H means 1 click and a hold. So 1 click and a hold. And you can see how I got a little brighter there. So there's normal moon and click hold and brighter moon. That's in the simple UI. So to get out of lockout mode here, we're just going to go ahead and click it while it's off 4 times. And you're back to your normal modes. Now, before I go into the advanced UI, there's a couple things we need to go at. So in the diagrams you see, and I'll put the advanced UI portion of that on your screen now. So you should be seeing that now. So the controls are like, for example, you'll see 1C, that means 1 click. If you see 1H, that means hold. 2C doesn't mean 2 clicks, it actually means, it does. 2 C's is 2 clicks. If you see 2H means 1 click and 1 hold. So you click it and then hold. 3H, for example, would be click, click, and then hold. And some of these will have what we call a 10H, and that means 9 clicks and then hold, okay? So I know that can be a little complicated. It took me a little time to figure that out, but that's how it works. So if you see something like 7H, it means 6 clicks and then hold, okay, to enter that mode. So again, you should have seen that the advanced UI that we're going to now on your screen. So I'm going to do my best to go through this. It can be a little complicated, but I don't want you guys to be in fear about the UI on this flashlight because you can keep it in just simple mode for using it. It's very simple to use that way. But if you want to get to the more fancy features, then you got to go into the advanced. So we're going to go try to enter advanced. So to enter advanced, you have to go, it's a 10H. So that means 9 clicks of the button and then hold. Okay, so I'm going to try to do that now. So here we go. Okay, you saw that little flash. So now we're in advanced. In advanced, for on, 1 click on, 1 click off, click it back on. We're still in step. and ramp, step ramp. Well, we're in step mode, sorry. But you could also change it to ramp, just as we did previously. So in the simple mode, you could do that. Let's see what we got here. Again, yeah, to change between step and smooth and advanced, same thing. Click the flashlight 3 times while it's on. So we're in smooth ramp now. If you want to go back to step, 3 clicks, we're back. Strobe modes. So these are the fancy strobe modes in advance. You have candle, bike flasher, party strobe, tactical strobe, and lightning. So this is a strobe warning for everyone out there. This is going to be an extended strobe warning because we're going to go through a whole bunch of different flashy modes. So just FYI on that. So enter the strobe modes. Once you're in advanced modes, it's a 3H. So it's a click, click, hold. So let me go ahead and do that now. Click, click, hold. Nope, that didn't. I don't think that worked. Hold on. Turn the flashlight back on. No. Sorry guys, this is not as easy as it looks. Let me ramp back down. It might be while the light's off. Let me try the turn the light off and try it that way. Yes, I'm sorry. To enter the special strobe modes, you had to have the light off. So I believe right now we're in candle. And I think you can raise this up by holding the button down. So let me try that. So there you go. So you hold the button down, you can increase the amount of light. If you hold it down again, and if you click it down, it goes back down. So let me raise it up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better on the screen. All right, so that's candle. Let's click it and see what we go into now. 2 clicks, the next mode. This is what you call a bike flasher. And I think you can increase the intensity with this a couple different ways. I'm not going to go too much into it. Next, I believe will be party strobe. 2 clicks again. So let me ramp it up a little bit. Well, yeah, there you go. That's party strobe. Now we're going to go to tactical strobe. So again, continue with the strobe warning here. That's tactical strobe. I'm not going to hold that too long. Click it again twice. This is lightning mode. This is kind of neat. I don't know if you've ever had a light with Andural UI. This is the Andural 2.0, as I said. This is lightning, so this simulates lightning, so the light will just flash, sort of like you would see in lightning if you had a lightning storm, thunderstorm outside your window of your house or wherever you're living. So this could be kind of neat, and I think you can ramp this up too as far as how bright it is. Yes, so you can do all that. Let's see, 1 click. And we're back into, oh, hold on. Yeah, we're back into one. So 1 click, you get out of that those special modes and you get back to normal modes. All right, let's see what else we have. This is gonna be probably a little hard for me to do on screen, but you can change the LED color on the button here. So turn the light off, you'll see the LED color. So this says it's a 7H, so that would be 6 clicks and a hold from off, I believe. And so what you're going to do is you're going to click this 6 times and then hold it. And you're going to see the LED here change different colors. And when you find one you like, you're going to release. So let me try doing that now. Here we go. You can see the different colors. So hopefully you can see that on screen. I'm sorry for the autofocus, but as you're going through, you just pick the one you like and you let go when you find the one you like. So now we've changed it to pink. So for all your ladies out there and guys who like pink, there you go. Let's see. So that's how you can change the auxiliary LED on the switch. So there's colors. And again, the selections are red, yellow, green, cyan, blue, purple, white, disco, rainbow. And then I guess it shows you the voltage. I guess it flashes to show you the voltage, what have you. All right. Let's see. Okay. Now, if you want to change the auxiliary LED light from off, low, high, or blinking, according to the advanced user interface, from off, it's 7 clicks. And I think you hold it to select which one you want. So let me try to do that now. Here we go. I don't think that worked. Let me try this again. Again, guys, this is not easy, but it does take some time, and you'll get used to it, I think. It just takes a little patience. Okay. Now you can see I put it into a blinking mode. All right. And I'm not going to do this with all of them, but you have, you can do off, low, high, and now you're seeing the blinking. So let me try this again. We'll see if that just turns it off. So there. Now the LED's off. So 7 more clicks, we're in off. I'm going to put it back to low or high. Let's see. So there's low. So if you didn't want it too bright at night, you could keep it kind of low. And let's try again to go to high. So there we go, we're back to high. And again, I already showed you how you could change the color. So that's pretty neat. Let's see, you also have blinky / utility modes, and you have battery check, which I'm not going to go into again. You have temperature check, and you have beacon. And, well, we can do that now, I guess. So 3 clicks from off. So let's go ahead and do that now. So this is battery check. I'll hold it down so you can get it brighter. Well, it's not going any brighter. Then you would click twice. This would be temperature check. I know the blinks correspond to voltage and all that, before the decimal point and after. 2 more, so strobe warning again. This is beacon. Let me see if I can adjust the brightness of it. Yeah, so I think if you hold it down again, it will get lower. So you can do that. And then you have 2 more clicks, you go into SOS. So now we're in SOS. And I'm gonna go ahead and click it to turn it off. We'll go back into normal modes. So very good there. So a lot of features on this flashlight. On the UI, you got all kinds of options for blinking modes, telling you the battery level, the temperature. So really, some really neat features. Just takes a little patience, guys. But once you get used to it, it'll be pretty simple. But again, you can keep this light in simple mode. So if you have other people that want to use this flashlight, they should be able to figure it out quite easily. Click on, click off, pretty simple. Hold it down to ramp up. It's by step mode or ramp mode, so pretty cool there. Again, you have lockout on the advanced mode, which I have already shown you in simple mode, but let me put this on screen. So on the lockout version of advanced, you can go ahead and change from lockout the LED colors for the auxiliary. Let me turn this off. The auxiliary switch, you can change the colors. You can, let's see, and you can change the mode as far as off, low, or high for this auxiliary LED light. So you can do that when you're in lockout, which would be 4 clicks from off, in advanced, and then you can go into those different modes. You still have momentary moon low, momentary moon high when you're in lockout, just like you did in simple mode. And then you can go in and change the auxiliary LED color with a 7H, which would be 6 clicks and a hold from lockout. And the mode, whether you want the auxiliary light off, low, or high, or blinking, that would be 7 clicks when you're in lockout. So a couple different ways to get into those special modes for the auxiliary LED on the side of the light. So anyway, and it's got some nice heat sinking here. Just didn't really talk about that before. And again, it can tail stand really well. All around really neat light. If you like some special features like candlelight and lightning, I think that the candle and the lightning are pretty cool. I mean, maybe you could use them on a date with your wife or your significant other as a really cool lighting feature. So something to keep in mind. So again, I think this Wurkkos FC13 has a lot of really packed features into it. And I think a lot of you guys might really like that. So anyway, with all that said, let's go ahead and take the Wurkkos FC13 outside and just see how it does out here in the dark. And I apologize about the max lumens. I said it was 2,000 lumens at the beginning of the video, but according to the chart, it's 2,050 lumens. So my error there. So anyway, let's take her outside in the dark and see how she performs. All right, we have made it outside with the Wurkkos FC13. And we're going to see how she does out here in the dark. And we're going to start out the lowest mode here, which should be setting A1 0.4 lumens. So I have the camera aimed at the ground at the moment. And so that's 0.4 lumens. You can just make out a little bit of hot spot. There is a bit of a, you can see my finger, the actual width of the beam actually goes out to here. So it's a little bit further than what you're seeing. Let's see here. All right, so that's 0.4 lumens. Let's go ahead and bump it up to 4 lumens. This is 4 lumens. And doing pretty good. I'll adjust it up a little bit. See the bird bath there about 25 feet away. So it's got a nice bit of throw in here. It's got some nice spill, a nice little outer ring here. So let's go ahead and bump it up here. We're going to setting C3, which is going to be 16 lumens. So now we're at 16 lumens. And I don't know if you can see, but we're making it out there to the tree stump, which is about 50, maybe 60 feet away. But here are 16 lumens. This one has a lot more throw than the other version. The SFT40 here has a lot more throw than the other version of this flashlight. So, so far it looks like it's doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and bump it up again. We're going to go to 46 lumens. So almost 50 lumens here. Bird bath lighting up quite nicely. Trees lighting up quite nicely. Got a nice beam. Got some nice spill, as you can see on the camera. Now you can definitely see that tree stump straight ahead. I'll point it out just in case you can't quite see it there. So doing very good. You can see the trees a bit there. Not quite showing up on the camera, but definitely hitting the trees beyond the stump there. So that is 46 lumens. Let's go ahead and bump it up to the next setting, which is going to be 120 lumens. So yeah, you definitely see it now. Lighting up the bird bath quite well. Nice hot spot, as you can see, and nice spill. Definitely making out the forest ahead. You can see that. Those trees are probably about 70 feet away. So let's go ahead and go up again. I guess this is F6 300 lumens. So now we're at 300 lumens. Doing very, very well. Seeing that tree quite well. Tree stump's coming in really, really well. Again, nice hot spice, some nice throw in this, and a lot of nice spill. So a very useful beam overall for this flashlight, the Wurkkos FC13. And let's go to level G7, 700 lumens. Definitely lighting up everything really well. Really, really well. Definitely hitting those trees out there. So some very nice throw on this flashlight and spill. So a good combination beam here. All right, let's go to HA, or H8, sorry. Should be 2,000, whoop. We'll just do it this way. All right, there we go. 2,050 lumens here with the FC13 by Wurkkos. Man, lighting up everything really, really well. I'm gonna go ahead and take a walk out there and come right back. Okay, that is the Wurkkos FC13. I want to thank Wurkkos again for sending me this flashlight, and I will have links in the description. And also, Wurkkos is offering a 20% coupon off for viewers of this video, so that will also be in the description. So you can click on that if you want to check it out and take the 20% off. So anyway, that will conclude this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really supports the channel so I can bring you more videos and more content. So I'm really trying to grow the channel here, guys. So greatly, greatly appreciate it. You all take care and happy looming.
Darling, I've been tempted by the darkness.